What are you laughing at?
Fucking astronaut dick.
Yeah, dude, what's that?
Can't unsee it.
This is the Violent Professional Podcast brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
And we are live. Like they say, says on Joe Rogan podcast. And we're live. Hey, Mark.
And we're hello.
Tell me about this astronaut dick that's over there.
Looks flaccid.
It's like laying on the side of his leg.
It's a little high, a little high on his torso there. Laying on his leg. It goes pretty damn near to his knee though.
I believe that it's his other hand, but I don't.
Oh, absolutely. It's not his dick, but it looks like his dick. Not that I know what his dick looks like.
It's like the Disney conspiracy where they like slip dicks into everything, like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
That's they got rid of that, but
slip the dick into the Little Mermaid, but I get what you mean.
I mean, they might have like a different one they made and they don't show us, but it's like that.
Fish. Yeah.
Fuck that fish bottom, bro. So we're doing a lot of stuff as you can see. What do you think of all this chaos that's right here?
It's comfortable.
Yeah, it's better than
it's a space, man.
Yeah.
Spaceman.
A space man. It's a spaceman. So it's coming along.
I like it.
Yeah. But it's kind of a nightmare. Like, I just hope that the audio is working this time.
Well, I mean, in a way, it's organized chaos, you know.
Yeah. There's for people that are listening and those that aren't watching on the YouTubes, there's a bunch of cables and boxes and new boxes and fucking stickers and
coffee,
a beer coffee cup and a beer glass that I spilled beer on the table last night while I was putting all this shit here in preparation for our podcast today. But it's chaos. I like it. And we got lights that I didn't turn on.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I was supposed to turn that on for the video. I don't even. Probably. Let me see. Does it make it better? Yeah, look at that. Now I can fucking do something. It feels uncomfortable now. It was cool before. Now it's just awkward.
Just don't stare into the light. It'll be fine.
We got some new patrons today.
Hell yeah.
On Patreon. Not today.
Oh.
We
reached. I was
reached.
gonna ask. Like today?
Today. No, we got
fucking literal.
We got
Sorry.
one today.
Nice.
But Patreon's a different thing. Like, it's hard. It's kind of hard for people to invest in it. You know, like they're like sound like I said it on the video earlier today on Instagram. It sounds like a pyramid scheme of some sort, which is not. But
so I'm just giving my money away every month.
Yeah, it's what I look at it. I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy, but it helps the podcast grow. It help buy all this shit here.
Yep.
So, for anybody that's interested in knowing what I use the money for, it's to reinvest in the podcast. It's specifically for that.
You see the light on our faces right now?
You see that
That's
fucking
because
light?
of you.
You don't see the light if you're listening.
Damn it.
Yeah, we got three new patrons I'm gonna highlight. All of them are awesome, but these three are the best of today.
Of today. You're
yesterday, everybody was
every
good.
other day.
Yeah. Logan, Adriana. Logan's from Core Concepts, who's a new sponsor.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about them in a little bit. And I left the first one for last because that's actually my nephew, or not my nephew. Yeah, he's my nephew. Damn it.
Some guy I think I'm related to.
Yeah. He's my nephew. He's my sister's child. He's my brother. No, he's my nephew. And he signed up the other day, and I'm like, it's weird because, like, I've been away for a long time from New York, and then I recently went back with my son to go visit them all, and then I start talking about just life and because I don't talk about the stuff I've been doing.
Yeah.
I just go and see them. And it's been, I think the last time I went home was 5 years prior to that. So it's been a long time, and so I start talking a little bit about the stuff, and then my nephew, he's an adult now, which is a weird thing to think.
I was thinking like a 14-year-old kid.
No.
Let me sign up on this fucking
I mean,
podcast.
now I saw somebody the other day that was like fucking 12 years old and goes,
Oh, shit.
said something on the page, and I was like, it was something about like, in all my days. I'm like, dude, you fucking. I mean, it's awesome, but your parents shouldn't let you listen to podcasts.
No.
They're being irresponsible for letting you listen. They should have a hammer on your phone. I don't know why you have one.
Absolutely.
I know what you're doing with it. You're switching between porn and
Violent
the podcast.
professional podcast, yeah.
Silly. But yeah, like he started following all the stuff recently and like the podcast, and then he signed up on Patreon. He's like, I wish you had more episodes. I've listened to all of them. I was like, you started following a week ago. How did you listen to all of the episodes? He's like, I'm going to listen to them again. I'm like,
oh, God.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you for signing up.
That's awesome.
He doesn't talk like that, so just weird trying to make his voice that's not his. You want to handle this, our new sponsor? You
Yeah,
can do that since I wrote some shit on a piece of paper.
Core Concepts US. Hidden Things. Is that like the
This is like his catchphrase.
Hidden Things. Hidden Things. Should we whisper that?
It could have multiple meanings. I know he's listening to this, and he's super excited that we're talking about it.
Hidden Things.
But hidden things could mean multiple different things, like you hide in the bushes or something like that.
They offer They offer hard.
They offer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do.
Logan. They offer hard use gear such as kydex as well as training courses. The core concepts behind the Pistol Level 1 course developed by our lead instructor Billy Stevens is designed to teach, reteach the importance of the fundamentals of marksmanship. The basics are the foundation of every great the foundation.
I didn't write any of this, by the way.
The basics are I get it.
You got to
The basics
English.
The basics of shooting are the foundation of every great shooter, whether in combat or competition. Through deliberate training of these fundamentals, the shooter will acquire a baseline of their skill level and be able to effectively train for proficiency. And I would say improve, right?
Improve.
Sorry, I'm Logan. You know what? If you need me to write something, I'm your guy.
Logan, hit up American Mark on Instagram, and he'll write your website for you. Yeah, go to coreconceptsus.com. Now, if you spell that out, think like just listening to me, and you spell coreconceptsus.com, and you go to that website, you're probably not going to get to theirs because they have 2 K's in it. So it's spelled KOREKONCEPTSUS.com. And then you'll get to their website, and you'll be able to see all their stuff. They got sweet kydex, and they're offering training courses now.
Nice. I can attest to the kydex stuff. I have 2 Core Concepts kydex holsters, one for the range and one that I use for my EDC appendix carry, and they're fucking badass. So, yeah, good shit.
I always think like when people say appendix carry, like they have a holster for their appendix, like in case they want another
joke's
one.
on you. I don't have a fucking appendix.
So you don't need one of those. What are you
You're
talking
right.
about?
It's so I can carry somebody else's.
Quite possibly. I want to get into a very important. Go check out ariesclothing.com, evilvibesco.com, and you can get jazzed up on Strikeforce Energy when you use code EvilVibes. You get 20% off, and then 35%. I'm so fucked up. $35 when you when you order $35 worth of shit, your shipping is free.
Hooray!
It's not shit. It's great stuff. They don't send you a package of shit, but I just generally say shit for stuff.
So it's good shit.
Yeah, it's good shit. Go get it. Evil Vibes at checkout. 20% off $35 over. You get free shipping. I shouldn't ever talk on a podcast. I can't. I'm not a good.
You would be a radio host.
Yeah, I'm not a good ambassador. I'm not a good radio host or podcast host, or I shouldn't even make this video because people are like, "What the fuck?"
Radio hosts always use those fake voices too. It's fucking weird.
On the next episode of the Violent it's kind of like the intro, how I did that.
Welcome to our radio show.
Tonight we're going to be talking about animals and the soothing sound of goat flatulence. Let the soothing sounds flow over you.
Do an ASMR
You know,
cover of
yeah.
that shit. Oh.
It's funny because, like, I'll do stuff like a poll and be like, or like a question on Instagram, and I'm like, send in, or like Patreon recently.
Yeah.
I just did a Patreon update. And I said, like, I know, like, we want some constructive criticism for the future of the podcast. Like, send in your suggestions. And I get that we do some really childish shit. And it's immature, but don't send me any dick jokes, all right? Like, I get it. It's funny. And then we come on and we're like making goat fart sounds. Like, it's fucking. I'm trying to make a serious podcast, motherfuckers. Like, don't be a turd. Send in some real suggestions. But I can't podcast at all very well. I just like to do it. So tell me about this fucking catastrophe at your house.
Oh, fuck me. So, Chris and I remodeling the bathroom upstairs. She's doing a lot of the work, which is awesome because I don't have to do it. But she's doing a good job. She repainted it, did the walls, the ceiling, ended up doing like this appliance paint over the countertop. So it's like the refrigerator. Looks, I mean, but clean.
Yeah, that's got footprints on it.
Like the texture, you know, it's
Yeah.
like a refrigerator paint job, I guess, but on a countertop. Dropped a
You
new
have refrigerator paint?
Yeah. So we dropped a new sink in it. Went to hook up the plumbing and the J pipe didn't line up. So I was like, oh fuck, now I gotta build one. So I go to Home Depot and I rebuild the unit, put the ABS glue on it basically, so you can't use white piping with black piping. It's according to code, you gotta fucking use one type. And
That's fucking dumb.
And for plumbing, it has to be the ABS ones, or for drainage. So what I thought was fucking dumb was that same thing. So you can't use black and white. You can't use ABS and PVC pipe together, which is fucking, like, who knows?
Why?
Because of code. So
What's
somebody made a
what's the
fucking
code?
code that says you can't use this for drainage. Even though when I took one of those white PVC pieces and just screwed it right on top of the black one, it fit fucking perfect, and I could have just used that. But no, I had to fucking take a saw out and cut a whole black ABS piece and snap it on there and just glue that shit together.
You're trying to sell your house?
No, not now.
No.
But we're making it better, you know.
Yeah.
So it looked like shit before in some cases, and now it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah,
so.
the house is awesome.
So we put up some shelving in there. Next, we're gonna do the floor. But anyways, went to hook up the sink. These little the basically pipes that go from the water to the sink unit to the faucet, and one of them snapped. Started spewing water. I'm like, fuck. So then I run downstairs and turn that shit off at right above the water.
You're running downstairs and the water's shooting everywhere.
So I get down there, and I have like a shelving unit with all my climb team stuff stacked on that shelf. So I fucking pushed everything off
threw it down.
the second shelf, and then I'm like climbing through the fucking second shelf to get behind it where the water heater is to turn off the nozzle, and I fucking get back there, and as I'm getting back there, I slip and my elbow hits the hot water exiting pipe. That's a copper tubing, goes to the house, and that shit starts spewing water. I'm like, fuck.
You sent me that picture, and I'm like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, well, that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
But like the damage that can be caused by such a fragile piece of fucking piping.
Fucking retarded.
That thing you can fucking snap just like looking at it. It's not really.
Exactly.
That's bullshit. But like they're so flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always are. It's like that's a pretty critical.
If you kink it, it'll crack. You know what I mean?
That's a pretty critical. Like I don't know why it's built like that. Like I know
fucking nuts.
Flexibility and stuff like that, but the way you've seen it. It's like twisted metal.
And
like
the copper tubing is high heat. It's resistant to the heat, so it's. I mean, it gets hot to touch, but it's not gonna dissolve and like fuck up.
So you were getting burned while you?
No, thank God. So I'm smart enough, dumb enough, but smart enough, right? I turned off the hot water, so it was not running. in the house, and it wasn't adding that water in. But the cold water was still adding to the water tank. So I was like, well, fuck, what do I do? And I turned off the nearest blue
just any
nozzle.
knob.
So I was like, okay, hot water, cold water right there next to each other. Nope. It's on the other side of the fucking garage.
Oh,
So when I found that one, I was like, what the fuck? So I turned that one off. Finally, there's no water going to it. I drain the water heater, take the old copper tubing off, go get the new shit, come back, put everything back together, refill the water tank. Everything worked fine. So it turned out fucking cool, immaculate. Now I got to reorganize my garage because I fucked it up trying to fix all that shit.
Did you just push it?
yesterday.
You pushed everything
Oh,
over?
god damn. I pushed everything over, and when I went to fix everything, I just dragged the whole shelf out into the middle of the garage. So it's just a fucking tornado went through there, dude.
That's fucking crazy. I had something similar. I've told you about it before, but I had I think we were talking about on a previous podcast episode, like the faucet shut off.
Yeah.
Like shot, and it's like when water's spraying everywhere, it's like there's a moment of like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, and you're just watching it as you're getting soaked. You're like what do I do? Like, if you train, nobody goes like, when water explodes in my house. But I think that's like, that's kind of what being a homeowner is.
Yeah.
Is like, you're going to expect that there's water
Some
damage
kind of
at some
catastrophe
point.
with water damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black mold and water damage. I told you when I like redid my countertop in the kitchen, it was like there was like just fucking black mold on it. I'm like, God damn it! But that's essentially what you get into by owning a house is like, you're gonna have fucking crazy shit happening. You can't call the fucking landlord. Yeah. And just go like, I need this fixed, and have like a week.
And then you don't want to pay thousands of dollars to get it fixed. So
Yeah.
you fucking end up doing it yourself, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Even though this is $35 in parts,
Yeah, because then you'll go get the part, and then you're like, I need 15 other fucking things.
Yeah.
Damn it. And you don't know you need those things.
Special tools for taking apart certain things. Fuck you, code.
Or like my kitchen has old what are they? The pipe fittings or whatever, the threaded fucking thing where the water comes in.
Yep.
So that's old. That's like this. I think the house was built in 96 or something like that, and then like 2000 or whatever year that everything changed.
Oh
and
yeah, fuck, I know.
It's like you can't find those pieces. So like you had to put different things and cut it and shit like that.
Yep.
I did do that with my shit in the kitchen too.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like fucking dumb.
My house was built in '86. So
so you have like crazy shit that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I walk in the bathroom today, and there's a bunch of fucking towels on the floor, and like I've got those bath mats or whatever, you know, like, and everything's fucking soaked, and I'm like, what the fuck? My son let the toilet overflow.
Oh shit.
Because whatever reason, and probably a big shit. He took a giant shit, eating nothing but candy and fucking
How
bacon.
much toilet paper do I use?
Yeah, he's just fucking. So that the toilet overflows, and I go in there, and I'm like, what the fuck? The water's up to the top of the fucking toilet bowl, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm walking in fucking piss and shit water.
Grab a cup.
Yeah, take a sip of it. I'm like, this is piss. It's fucking 100% piss and shit. But there's all these towels on the floor, and I'm like, what happened? He's like, I tried to clean it up last night. I'm like, you just have to, like, dude, just tell me that happened. I'm not mad. Just tell me that it happened.
So you can stop it.
I was
from
like,
happening.
where did the water go? Because I don't know,
Yeah.
like there's like clean up the water, but I don't know how long the water was on the floor or whatever. I'm like, is the fucking house gonna fall apart now because they're fucking
Did it just soak into the
yeah,
man.
like, but he tried to, he's 8 years old. He tried to clean it up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, now the issue is there's piss and shit towels on the floor. Like, fuck, dude, would you have just left them there? Like, I don't know. Which you would have, but good on him for trying to clean it up.
Yeah, he tried.
What else going on in the world of Mark?
Stupid work, man. Day jobs. Oh no, you
No, I
don't. Fuck.
What is that like?
Shitty, man. Shitty.
You've got a bunch of people that you don't want to hang out with outside of work.
Got 80 employees I'd never want to hang out with outside of fucking work. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. Spill it.
Oh,
Talk about it.
I'm thankful
That's
for
what this
having
is
a job that I can make money and support myself and my loved ones. But
Yeah.
But god damn it, people are stupid.
You can do that anyway, though. I mean, that you can support. You could sell drugs.
Yeah.
You only have to deal with customers and the guy that gives you your drugs to
man.
sell.
Worry about the popos.
What kind of job would you do if you didn't have your current job?
Fuck. I don't know.
You'd fuck.
Fuck.
That's a
Fuck.
great job. I think they have that.
Oh, shit.
Mark's gonna be starting a new Instagram page where you could pay him to fuck.
That's it. Just
That's
pay me
it.
to fuck. And I don't have to fuck you. Just
Yeah.
pay me to fuck somebody else.
You're not gonna be able to see it. You just pay him to fuck.
Just pay me. I dig it.
What would you do?
Oh man, I don't know if I could get paid to do anything. It'd be anything that I liked. It'd be to like go out into the wilderness and take pictures and fucking live, go
So
fishing.
you'd be a photographer.
Yeah,
How
like
do you
a wildlands photographer. You know,
pictures
out in the wild
pictures of trees or
pictures of trees, animals,
goats?
goats.
Like that mountain goat photo where it's like, what are you even clinging on to?
Yeah,
That
it's just
fucking
on the
photo's
fucking
rad.
side, little tiny hooves.
Just licking the rock.
You're a little close to that rock, goat.
So how do we make that happen for you?
I don't know, dude.
You got to make
need a
comparable
better
income.
hustle. Yeah, need comparable income for sure. Something where I got to come up with a
Are you still doing that
product.
photography page?
I am, yeah. So I have a website, AmericanMark.com. I'm not selling anything on that website. It's just a gallery. But then I have American Mark at darkroom.tech, and that one I'm selling photos. Sometimes I use codes to get 50% off. Like right now, there's the code FREEDOM for 50% off of my prints. But yeah, that's a plug. People don't like to buy photography that much these days because everybody's a photographer. So it's a little hard to sell them unless you're like at like a fair or you have a booth somewhere, a street vendor. Then you can sell quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
But when
maybe-
you order from your site, you can get like canvases and shit like that.
Yeah, you can get regular prints, you can get posters, you can get canvases, anything. Yeah. But people like tangible stuff, so if they're like at an event or like at Arts Walk or something, they'll buy that shit up quick, which is cool. But that happens like twice a year,
Yeah.
And I don't
I
want to
can't-
roam around to them and waste my weekends. You know what I mean?
I can't stand those fucking festivals and shit. I've
Yeah.
done plenty of them, like doing booths, and it's such a pain. People want to steal shit from you. Like I was, we did the one booth for the nonprofit this
Yeah.
past year, and then they sent me an email. It was like, "You want to do this again?" I'm like, "No, fuck no." That's like, I hate them. Like you go, like they're cool to get the word out, but it's
Yeah.
like how far reaching you can make more of an impact by using your money to like advertise online or something like that because you can
Mhm.
reach farther, and
Yeah.
it's like you don't have people trying to fucking hijack shit off your table.
Yeah.
Like I had for the nonprofit, I had a bunch of T-shirts and like information stuff and like wristbands and whatever, and I was just there like all fucking day, and like people were just coming by and snatching shit. And it's like if you're talking to one person, like if you're doing a for-profit one, like you're selling T-shirts or you're
Yeah.
selling merchandise or something like that, you could be talking to somebody because it's always like a 10-foot by 10-foot booth.
Mm-hmm.
You could be talking to somebody and like have your back,
Somebody
and then
else
people will
just
come by and
snags that.
snag shit
Yeah.
off your table.
So you got to have more than one person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like even that, we did one up in the Tacoma Dome one time, and it was like we had a bunch of shit. This was like early fucking 2015, early days of everything, and it was like we were selling stuff to promote this thing we used to do called Return to Base.
Yeah.
And it was just basically resume proofreading, and Jacob would
Job interview stuff.
yeah, just
Yeah.
because Jacob was he's smart on that stuff, so he would do like a free service, and it's like you could support our effort by buying some shit, and people were just coming by and fucking stealing. Like we had bags of coffee, I think, and people would just come by and rip it off the table, like, and we were like, what are we gonna fucking chase this person
Yeah.
down, like through this fucking convention center? So that's the frustrating part about those fucking things, like
A little different with pictures.
Yeah.
but I get your point.
I could imagine that people would try to steal them, like if you had postcards or something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm
You know
sure.
what I mean?
So I had when I did the arts walk in Olympia, luckily for me, I had all my stuff up on a wall.
Yeah.
So they're just walking by and looking at them. They didn't really just snag them.
It's hard. Fucking assholes. I love art.
I'm taking this.
Yeah.
This would look good in my bathroom.
While I take a shit. But yeah, and those booths, like the things they want you to like, I understand like the whole process of it. I've done enough of them. And they don't want people to break their shit down, but it's like you could have an event where there's tons of people and like nobody's coming by just because of the placement. Like it's all like depending on how early you sign up. Like if you sign up early and like depending on what your thing is, they'll put you in certain places.
Yep.
And sometimes like you're just in this shit section that's just like you have nobody come by, or you have like the trolls that are walking by like they're just like fucking. It's weird. So you can't leave. Like if you're just getting frustrated or whatever, like this is fuck. So you have to stand there or sit or whatever the fuck you do at those things and fucking just stay there all day. In your booth.
Then if you have to go take a piss or drop a deuce, you're like, well, fuck, they're gonna take my stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, watch my shit real quick.
Yeah. With all my stuff on the table. Yeah, so I've done it with 3 people before. I did that one event where we had those chicks like as for Aries when we started. I don't know if you remember this. I don't think we met by that point, but we hired some chicks. You probably have heard the story, but we hired these 2 chicks. One was a comic and one was just some chick that like was like a promo. She could do promo shit. So she fucking wore a shirt all low, fucking showed her tits, wore short shorts, and it was like
nice.
One of those things where like just trying out when Aries started.
Yeah.
And so we do this booth and her and the fucking other girl who was like a comic and she wanted to do comedy at this one fucking thing. I'm not going to give any details, but it's an event where it's like a tactical event or whatever. And this is before I figured out what I was doing with Aries and how it was separating itself from like essentially like the military community as like the thing. So we go to this and it's like, great, we're getting set up. Booth looks great. And the chick that's like the promo girl was like, she was like, I need to go to the gas station and get some cash or something like that because I might want to buy stuff later. Well, she goes there and fucking gets a 12-pack instead of like, well, she gets cash too, but she gets a 12-pack and drinks like 6 of them on. She walked like a quarter mile. You know, like where I'm trying to think. There was like a ammo store on South Tacoma Way.
Okay.
And we were doing, I don't want to say the name of the companies, but we were doing we had the booth there and she walked like a quarter mile to the gas station. I was like, you can take my car if you want. But she walked.
I'm glad she didn't take the car.
She walked there, got a 12-pack, and drank half of it on the way back. So she's fucking shithoused.
Yeah.
Like, she comes back and she's like, just in that period of time, she started to like show that she was fucked up. And so then she's like talking to people and she's just like fucking hanging on them and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this is like, I think she got really blitzed by it was like a couple hours in when she was just fucking shithoused. And I knew she had the beer because fuck!
It's like water spewing everywhere.
God damn it. Is there something to wipe this shit up with? Use my shirt. So anyway, she brings the 6-pack, puts it under like the tablecloth thing that covers it up.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm like, whatever. She's like interacting with dudes, and they're like coming up and buying shirts. And it's not like too much of an impact, and it's not like helping out entirely. But it's bringing people over because this fucking lunatic, this lunatic, is fucking like being whorish walking around, and
that's. Yeah. Sex sells.
It's what you need. Yeah, I thought it would have been fucking great.
That's what I need. I need tits.
Yeah,
I don't sell my pictures.
Chick's fucking hot. Yeah, you just get pictures and you get a drug chick and she's like, yeah, just fucking puking all over. So as the day progresses, back up. There's this comedy chick that's part of it too, and I didn't know that. She just looked okay and she was with her friend, the promo girl. And she's like, I want to do. It'd be cool if I could do some comedy, comedy shit too. And I was like, she explained it, and she'd be like, it'd be good, and like they're wearing our shirts, and I was like, ah, yeah, that'd be whatever. And it's this tactical event thing, and so I emailed the owner, and I'm like, hey, do you think it'd be okay to do this? Like, I don't know how it would add to the thing. And he's like, yeah, that'd be cool. Like, change it up. And so she goes up there, and she has another comic. She brings the day of and tells me, like, yeah, there's going to be a fucking other dude. I'm like, cool, whatever. So there's kids, adults, and mainly children that I was like, what the fuck? And so she's telling the same
vulgar and
female dumb
shit.
comedy where they talk about their pussy and getting laid, and I'm like, and just using the most foul fucking language out in public, and I'm like, God damn it. And she's wearing the shirts and just like this is fucking bullshit, dude. So I was like, oh fuck, like no one's laughing either, and I'm just like, I think I was doing a Periscope or something like that, and like I was just like awkward, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm super cringy. And people are walking by, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, what? There's kids here. And just, like, literally no one's laughing at all.
Yeah.
And she's just going on and just like, and she's like, continues to tell a joke. I guess that's what comics do, even though they're fucking eating shit.
Yeah.
Then the next dude goes up, and he kind of feels that it's wrong, but he's still doing this. He's doing some other jokes. I don't even know what they were, but he's, by that point, I walked back to the booth because I'm like, I got to, man my booth so nobody else steals shit. And the girl was back there by the time I got back, she was fucking shit house. Yeah, basically. She was just fucking shit house. She's like, I don't even know what we're even doing here. I'm like, you need to fucking go away. Like, I was like, what the fuck happened? So then the dude that was like running the whole event, like he was in charge of the event for the company.
Yeah.
He was shit house too, and he was in the booth, and he was all over, and they were all over each other. So fast forward to the end of the fucking event, there's like some fucking dubstep being played, and this is like towards the end.
Just fucking turns into a rave.
That dude is like grinding on two separate chicks, or no, there's like two separate chicks, like they're the same, like a fucking two-headed beast.
Because that's so normal to have them separate.
Two separate chicks, two together chicks. No, he was like grinding on these two chicks. One of them was the promo girl that was supposed to be with Aries, but she's fucking shit house, and she's fucking all over the place. Just half of her fucking clothes are hanging off, and there's kids walking around. I'm like, what the fuck? That's my experience with events.
Evil
super
vibes.
shitty. And so that's that was like the first event I ever did with a booth.
So you had a bad intro.
Yeah. So that guy came over, and I hadn't paid for the booth. They were just like, yeah, you can pay after the event. And this is like, I don't know anything about business at this point, whatever. Yeah. And I think the booth was like $250. So from the sales, I basically took money out of the box because I don't think we sold that much. I think we sold like maybe $200, and I had to take $50 out of my thing because we're new and like had other companies similar around us. So I take the money and give it to him, the $250, and he takes the money. He's like, I think right before stepping back, he was like talking about. He's like, yeah, thanks for coming out, man. Blah blah blah, and like saying good shit about the company.
Yeah.
And then I give him the money, and he goes, I just gotta tell you, your fucking company sucks. And he like literally just thrashed me. I was sitting there like blown away. And if somebody does that, like, I'd say something. I'd be like, cool, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Nice to fucking meet you too. And it was like, but he went off for a good few minutes, and he's like partners with another company that was like doing custom T-shirts or whatever. So it was one of those things. He was like, they let us come in and took the money, and they just went for 5 minutes and was shit talking the company, like just straight. And it kind of fucking was like, whoa, like I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, noted. Like I just was like kind of blown away because they let me come to this event. It still got the name out of the company in the local area, but it was that event that I like realized I'm like, local marketing for us is kind of fucking dumb. Like first I'm going to get taxed out the ass by the state of Washington for selling in Washington. And then, you already get taxed out the ass for everything in Washington state.
Yep.
So like I sat there and it was like, it fucking bothered me. I was like, fuck man, like this fucking upset me that this dude fucking was so vicious about the fact he hated Aries. And I was like, why did you even bring me here? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
fucking money. Like, you wanted
Yep.
to fill a space in the booth, but you made it a point to tell me. And I was like, after that, I was like, that was fucking bullshit. Like, the whole fucking event was just nonsense. And so I did a few other booths, not for, because I looked at it, I'm like, I don't really sell to anybody locally. I don't have a storefront. Like, I don't do any of this stuff. I sell online. It's an e-commerce fucking site. And so I stopped doing booths for Aries, but I did it for the nonprofit. And those even are like, what's the fucking payback for that? You pay for a booth space, and then you have fucking delinquent people that come by that just want free shit. Like, they want to. I had one of the pins stuck in the table as like a fucking thing, and somebody tried to take it. Like, that's how fucking dumb it got.
Damn.
And you try to hand them some information, like, please take this and learn about us. And they're like, no, I don't want that. Like, how many of those stickers can I grab? It's like, they're not free. Like, you're supporting a nonprofit, you fuck.
Jeez.
Piece of shit. Frustrating things about business and fucking running stuff that nobody fucking understand. Anyway. That filled up about 30 minutes.
It's all right.
I feel fucking crazy today. I haven't really eaten.
Dude, neither have I.
I feel like shit.
I went by and got some donuts this morning for work because I was doing a kind of a
You
safety.
just told me you haven't eaten.
Well, I didn't say I ate the donuts,
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker.
I got some donuts and I
I
looked
got
at
some
them.
donuts
Licked
for
my
this
lips.
for this safety meeting thing that I ran this morning at 3 a.m. Right?
God.
So
forget how
on the way
your
into work,
hours.
I went into work. I stopped by the donut place down the road here at like 1:15 this morning or something. So I go in there and there's nobody in there. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I finally saw the little bell hiding next to the counter. So I ding. And this fucking, I see somebody like jump from like in the back. They're wearing a hat. They just jump. I was like, what the fuck was that? Dude comes around the corner, little short Mexican dude, does not speak English at all. So I'm like,
"Okay."
you know, I'm not racist, man. I'm not at
Yes,
all.
you are.
It's
Anything I
terrible.
hear you talk about, you're saying N-bombs, you're saying Mexican.
Dude comes around the corner. So I'm trying to explain to him what I want. And I point at the sign, which is, it's like they don't have anything in the right spot. Like, you'd look above the counter and you're like, I want that, right?
Yeah.
They got their fucking display case full of donuts off to the side. And then on the wall over there, it's like way off in the fucking corner is the menu. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd like a family dozen mixed. And he's just like, family? I'm like, yeah, family dozen.
Family?
It says it right on your sign. Like, so he's like, you want this one? Like,
He can only say a few things.
yeah, just broken English, right?
Yeah.
So he makes a fucking phone call to whoever owns the place, right? And he puts them on speaker. And he has me tell them what I want, and they fucking translate it to
Oh
him.
my god.
I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I get the donuts and I go to fucking work. And yeah, that was a weird experience this morning. But if you own a business in the States, please speak English. Please.
Yeah.
It's I mean, is it the official language? I don't know if there's an official language for the U.S., but
There is. It's English.
99.9.
It's fucking English. This was established in
us.
fucking 1999
It's
or
fucking-
something. Well, I don't know the exact date, but it's officially English.
Come on, people. Come on.
There's gonna be like a new, it's like AD or
Oh yeah,
BC.
yeah.
It's gonna be AW for like after wall or before wall.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck.
That guy made it in before that timeline. Fuck. ¿Qué? That's all I know.
Gracias. Like,
¿Dónde está el baño? Baño aquí. Shit on the floor.
just gives me a box full of shit instead of donuts.
You want this one?
Sheetfield donut.
What do we got today?
Man, some weird animal news.
What do you got? You got the man strangles coyote.
I got one. Man
You want
strangles.
to take this one?
Sure.
Read it to the people. These are true stories that just happened. Read it at the request of our patrons, which are the most important listeners. If you're a fucking freeloader that just listens, I appreciate you too. Don't let the tone of my voice. Don't stop listening just because I said that.
Berate you.
Yeah.
Man strangles coyote after animal attacks his child during a family walk.
It's every day for me.
Man, you just go out to strangle coyotes? Are we talking like an animal coyote or like
Yeah.
a child smuggler coyote?
Like I said, bring it back to the wall, before wall or after wall.
A coyote attacked several people within hours Monday before being killed by a local man after the animal tried to bite his son, according to Kensington police. Is it Kensington?
Kensington Police.
Kensington.
This is from USA Today, by the way.
Kensington Police Chief Scott Kane said the man was walking with his family on Phillips Exeter Academy's Red Trail on the Kensington-Exeter line when the coyote appeared and attacked the family's young... Man, can you... Is it like snarling, just fucking jumps out of the bushes? Or like, is it running full speed at him? Man.
Shambling along, it's like, I'm a coyote.
It's just walking on two legs, just walking.
Y'all got any chicken bones? They're tiny. You ever seen a coyote?
They're fucking small.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Kane said the coyote was only able to bite the child's jacket before the father grabbed the animal and strangled it to death. However, in the struggle, the father was bitten and he had to go to the hospital and receive rabies shots. So I don't know if you know this, but if you get rabies, it's not curable. You have to get a series of shots to treat it. But once you got rabies,
I thought you could cure it.
no, you get the rabies shots to deactivate like the strain that's in there, but it doesn't go away.
What does it do? Is there any...
Well, if you don't get the rabies shots, you die.
I know that. You've seen that video of that dude that had... Have you ever watched the video where they did tests in Middle Eastern country somewhere where they let the dude... I think it might have been Turkey. They let the dude die from
I don't think
rabies.
so.
It's fucked up to watch, but
Yeah.
to figure out any of this medical shit, you gotta like let stuff
it happen.
happen, you know, medical test wise. But there's a video. I don't know if they didn't have a treatment for him or whatever, what the fucking case was, but
Does it like do like increments, like 7 hours?
they did
like all that?
every day, and it was like a week-long thing where the
Okay.
dude died.
I
and
might
they
have
showed
seen
the
that.
steps.
I may have seen that.
They showed the steps of him succumbing to the disease, and it's
Mhm.
fucking horrible. I mean, like many fucking things,
You
but
get to the point where you're like the shallow breaths, foaming at the mouth.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay.
I think you saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway.
In an interview with CNN affiliate WCVB, Dad Ian O'Reilly said it took him about 10 minutes to kill the coyote with his bare hands after the animal grabbed
What
his
is his
2-year-old son.
What is this dude? Is he a fucking
probably has some
wacky,
apes
wild, inflatable arm flailing two man? Like he's like
His hands
trying
are
to
really small.
he's like trying to strangle him, and he's like this. Finally gets him with his fucking inflatable arms. What are we talking about?
He's just petting it first. Is
Yeah.
what's going on?
If my
I'm gonna
dog
get my friend first.
if my dog does something bad, I choke her out regularly. It would take 2 seconds to fucking kill a coyote,
You
especially
can rip its fucking throat out.
the thing doesn't have teeth. It's rabid.
You ever heard
it
Daniel
bites
in the Lion's
jackets.
Den?
It bites jackets. It doesn't even attack humans.
Shit.
Only by accident only by accident Ian got bit, and it was kind of weak, I'd assume. Like fucking dumb. 10 minutes.
Oh man.
Your child is gonna be bitten. His
I like-
starter jacket will be ruined. It was
There's
ruined.
a hole in my jacket. The attack on the family, King said, was the third in a string of encounters with the coyote Monday. This coyote's out for blood, guys, or just jackets.
I feel like this is fake news now.
The coyote's body was taken by the wildlife fish and game department, whatever, to Concord, where it's being tested for rabies. Kane said the series of attacks began during the morning commute when the coyote, traveling by itself to work, was a first encounter by a motorist. Oh, encountered by a motorist. Did it try to bite his car or the tires? Then at approximately 9 a.m., a 62-year-old woman walking her 2 dogs near home was attacked by the coyote. The woman was bitten, and she also had to go receive rabies shots. Kane said at least one of her dogs was bitten. That's the police chief guy. He said, but both were taken to veterinarian to receive rabies boosters shots as a precaution.
I don't like the 10 minutes part.
I'm just trying to imagine what happened in that entire 10 minutes span.
I assume that he's either so weak he can't choke out a fucking little tiny dog, or he did a throat rip and he's like, oh, it took 10 minutes.
Just grabbing the coyote's dick like, is this where you strangle it?
Coyote's like, fucking, oh, Red Rocket! Red Rocket! He's excited, and he's like, 10 minutes later, that's when he ran. He's dead. They're like, where's the coyote? He's like, oh, I don't know. He like ran off into the bushes, fucking jizzing all over.
Kane said that he was advised by Fish and Game that coyotes typically travel in packs. Said Fish and Game, do they travel in packs?
Yeah, dude. They're back in the woods.
Oh, over here?
Yeah,
No
dude.
shit.
They're loud.
Dang. We should get a
Cha-
crossbow and kill one.
I was thinking about that. Or maybe I could go choke one out for 10 minutes.
He said Fish and Game would have the results of the rabies test Wednesday, but before Monday's attacks, coyote sightings had been uncommon in this town. They fucking like come over the wall.
They're all over the place. Really uncommon.
Fish and Game isn't sure if the animal was sick or if it was a temperament issue. Kane said, "We haven't received any reports of coyotes recently. According to the Humane Society, coyote encounters in urban and suburban settings are fairly rare events. They are nocturnal animals, but sometimes during daylight hours they can be seen moving from one part of the territory to another in search of prey. Coyotes seen during the daytime are not always sick or aggressive. Note that. So don't go trying to choke out coyotes just for no reason, guys.
Shouldn't pet them either. I mean, they're vicious animals that travel in packs, and they take 10 minutes to choke out. And just stay away from them. You see any wildlife, just in general, stay away from them. Got squirrels in the dumpster.
Yeah, they get fat and drunk.
Pretty sure that would take 10 minutes to choke one of those things out. They're fat as fuck. Saw this one that was like, did I tell you about the one that was like in the dumpster and jumped off and fucking slammed on the trash can that was sitting next to it? He was just like, big fat fucker. Tried to jump to a tree, but there was no tree there. It was just a hard landing.
Ouch.
I do want to, like, I'm not going to do it. Wink. But I would love to take a crossbow and fucking sit up in the window and fucking hammer one as it tries to jump to the tree.
Just stick it to the tree.
Boom! Fucking
Bow.
Speaking of crossbows, that was New Hampshire.
Is that where it was?
Yeah, that's probably
New Hampshire?
Yeah. It's probably reason there's not many coyotes up there because it's overrun with wolf and deer.
Oh.
Coyotes are trash eaters.
Yeah.
I don't know what
they're the raccoons of the dog realm.
Fun fact, raccoons are illegal to own as pets in Washington State.
No shit.
I looked it up because we have a raccoon by my house. And I would love to have it as pet, but I don't think it'd be a challenge.
They're kleptomaniacs, dude.
It would be a challenge? What do you mean? They like to steal stuff?
They're kleptos, dude. Yeah, they'll take all kinds of shit. Ferrets, too. Ferrets are the same way.
Yeah.
They'll take all kinds of shit and just store it. Oh, nice fucking keys. I'm taking them.
They don't call it keys. They call it something else.
They just get high off stealing shit.
Yeah. Look at all my
Trash
stuff. They're
pandas.
hoarders.
Fucking
They
bandits.
hoard stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you just saying that because they look like robbers, like bank robbers, or are they
No, they're actually kleptos.
They like to steal shit?
Yep.
Have they? How did they hurt you?
No.
What-
But
what
I've seen
raccoon
in my
hurt you?
backyard, I've seen coyotes, or not, I have not seen coyotes in my backyard. In my backyard, I've seen raccoons and squirrels carrying fucking golf balls, tennis balls. I'm like, where the fuck did they get that?
How did they? A golf ball to a raccoon's like a mini basketball. I
Yeah.
assume.
So I
was like a squirrel. Squirrel.
The
golf-
squirrel looked really funny. I thought it was an apple in its mouth, but it was carrying a fucking tennis ball.
Where are they getting golf balls from?
I don't know. No
Is there a
fucking
golf
idea.
course near you?
No, not at all. Just had one.
Someone needs to investigate that. This one comes out of Adams, Massachusetts. This just happened. And it's from Q13 Fox News. Probably out of there. A Massachusetts man who was being attacked by 2 pit bulls was accidentally killed by a neighbor. I'm sorry I'm laughing. That's horrible. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Killed by a neighbor who tried to help Wednesday afternoon, according to according to the Berkshire District Attorney's Office.
I feel like you could kill your neighbor and just say, I was just trying to help him.
Yeah. Turns out he killed him by releasing 2 pit bulls. According to District Attorney Andrea Harrington's office, Adams police were called to 19 Bellevue Avenue around just, that's weird and wrong, weird. Come on!
English people.
Around just after 12 p.m. for reported mauling in progress. Officers in a canine unit arrived at an apartment to find 2 mature pit bulls engaging in a volatile confrontation. They were mauling somebody. That's weird because, so let's break this down.
A very heated argument.
Let's break this down. They get a call and they're like, "You have a mauling in progress?" It's like, how long does a mauling occur by a pit bull? I'd assume it's super quick. How the fuck did?
Yeah, how long
you have
does
a
it
mauling
last,
in process?
right?
And so he's getting mauled in his house.
Did he call or did somebody else call?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Interesting. Okay.
So the 2 dogs then turned their attack onto officers. The officers
Shit.
who ended up using their department-issued weapon to kill the animals.
Not surprised.
I mean, apparently you can't choke animals out. They should have done that, but it would have
Well, it
taken
would
10
take
minutes.
more than 10 minutes,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Two
They're
pit
bigger.
bulls.
They're bigger than
Yeah.
coyotes.
Police then found a man with a crossbow injury, dead inside the apartment of a child in a nearby room unharmed. The man's name has not been released. That is fucking horrible. Investigators believe the neighbor heard the commotion inside the apartment, called the police, and then entered the apartment in hopes of saving the man. Police say the neighbor got a crossbow and shot it at the dogs. The one arrow struck one dog, went through a door, and struck the
Holy
man who was
shit.
being mauled.
That's a powerful crossbow.
So he's like, "I'm getting mauled." He's like, "Crossbow?" He's like,
I've been waiting for this.
"I've been mauled and I'm shot. I'm very badly shot." It reminds me of Will Ferrell when he's getting burned in Austin Powers. That's fucking horrible. I'm sorry I'm laughing as I'm reading, but that was fucking crazy. Yeah, and there's no coming back from that. He got mauled, and then he's fucking shot with an arrow.
So the arrow struck the dog, went through a door, and struck. That's a fucking powerful crossbow.
Badass. That's badass. That's
Holy
I mean,
shit.
not the situation, but the fucking crossbow. I want to get the name of that crossbow,
yeah,
dude.
get the brand name of
when
that shit.
Because when I shoot deer and I'm hunting, I like my arrow to go straight through them, like all the way.
Into somebody else
Yeah.
on the other side.
You get the 1 shot, 15 killed. Sorry to the. I mean, he's not around anymore, but I'm sorry. That fucking sucks.
The child is.
The child, yeah. That, no one
Who
talks about the
probably
child.
witnessed that
Yeah.
shit. Holy fuck.
Police say the man was trying to barricade himself from the attack when he was struck and killed by the crossbow. The man's death is being considered accidental, and the neighbor, described by the DA's office as a good Samaritan, is working. He's also a good shot.
Clearly. Was that dog jumping through the air, or was the man laying on the
know.
ground? Because, I mean, holy shit. Yeah, that had to be a perfect trajectory. Like, whoa.
There's
man.
a lot that's not said in this article.
The dog was standing up on 2 legs like the
Yeah.
coyote from earlier.
He's a good Samaritan. The DA's office is describing him as a good Samaritan is working, and he's working with authorities. The police involved shooting that killed the dog is being investigated by state police, crime scene services, and forensic scientists assigned to the DA's office, along with Adams Animal Control, Adams Police, and the Office of Chief Medical Examiner. So that's fucking crazy. The cops are trying to fucking help. The dude, just some random neighbor shoots a fucking dog and a dude that's getting mauled. The police are under investigation.
I'm still wondering about that. I wonder where he was shot. Like, did it hit him in the leg and he bled out? Did it hit him, like, in the face?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And he looks down and sees the arrow. He's like, "That didn't hurt too bad." And he's like, "Oh, fuck, it's an arrow." And like, croaks. That's fucking horrible.
What just happened?
Thoughts and prayers.
Man, I
That's
wonder
what
if
you
that-
say, right?
Does that
you're
guy just
like,
keep a crossbow behind his door and just, like, has an arrow ready to
He's like, "It's
fucking
time."
go? This is my calling.
and he runs through the door and he's like, kicks the fucking door down because he's like, releases the dogs. And he's like, shoots him. He's like, "This is the perfect crime. I'll get away with it." He's like, "Whose dogs are these? No one's talking about it. Whose dogs are
It's
those?"
insane. But the cops were in on it. They killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Somebody
gotta-
wanted this guy dead.
Yeah. It's fucking messy.
Yeah.
And he's running through the apartment complex, and he's like, and he's like fucking kicks the fucking door down.
He's making that noise with his mouth.
Yeah, he's doing that. And the door is like one of those hollow core doors, so it just fucking explodes. He's like busts through, and he's wearing no shirt. It's all ripply and like shiny, and he's just like, "Time to meet your maker." And he fucking shoots the dog, and then kills
As it's jumping through the air.
Yeah.
right in front of the other
He
guy.
shoots the dog in the mouth, and it comes out of his asshole, and then he's like, the guy like opens the door.
The
He's
other
like,
guy in the heart.
yeah.
Just
Well, it said it got the door too.
Oh,
Oh,
it went through the door.
fuck!
He's standing on the other side of the door and just.
Yeah, that's horrible.
What a way to go! What a way to go!
But shout out to that crossbow company.
Man,
Yeah, you made a fine product, whoever you are.
I don't know. It didn't kill the fucking pit bull.
Yeah, it didn't kill
Good
the pit bull.
for killing humans.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
it's
we're
maybe
gonna-
it's the one from Mandy. They had a crossbow in there, right? There was a crossbow in there.
I think
yeah,
so. Yeah.
because he gets that one.
Yeah.
He shoots that guy and then
yep.
throws the crossbow away.
Finds his battle axe though.
Yeah.
Oh man, we need to mark.
What?
We need to make up a jingle for a crossbow company now.
Yeah.
Market it.
We could just do it now. Catastrophic crossbow company. We shoot through fucking doors of dogs and humans. Harmful to humans, but not so much to animals. We believe in lack of animal cruelty. Something like, I don't fucking know. We just lost every subscriber or Patreon.
I was an animal lover.
Anyway, cool. What else we got?
Let's look up some weird animal news, huh?
What's that one you said? The fucking marmosets or whatever.
Wombats?
Wombats shit cubes. This is something
Yeah,
new.
dude.
I didn't.
Scientists
no
discovered
idea.
the reasons why wombats poop is cube shaped.
I never thought about wombat shit before, but I didn't realize that it was cube shaped.
I wasn't interested before. Now I am.
Put that shit up to the camera so people can fucking see it.
Oh man.
I think you gotta get a little closer. That's what wombat shit looks like for everybody that's watching this on YouTube or patrons.
Let's see. Oh, it's some dude talking about wombats. Doesn't really explain it until you scroll down about 100 fucking pages.
It's a bunch of clickbait stuff.
Yeah. Somebody's describing it looking like the love child of a bear and an otter. The wombat is a marsupial that can grow to be 40 inches, about 1 meter long, and weigh as much as 77 pounds. Holy fuck!
That's a big fucking animal.
It can reach up to
Small animal, but
it can reach up to 25 miles per hour when threatened. Is that running away or towards you? Meaning that, like everything else in Australia, the wombat would also like to kill you, and could, given the right circumstances. Holy shit!
that's fucking crazy.
As the article creatively titled "Wombat Combat" points. Oh, we're gonna have to read that article. Holy fuck! All right, a wombat will hoist an intrusive dingo on its back and crush it against the roof of its burrow.
Damn.
Dingoes are as big as coyotes.
Damn.
I wonder how long it takes a wombat to kill a fucking coyote.
Here, hold that thought. I
Won't
gotta
be-
piss.
They gonna hold it for 10 minutes?
Trying to hold it.
This is weird, but I can hear him pissing. I don't like it. La 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 la. I wonder if it's recording that. That'd be pretty funny.
Just trying to hold it so fucking bad. And I'm like, you gotta go now. All right.
Oh, this is good. Sorry, I'm about to burp. So a wombat will hoist an intrusive dingo on its back and crush it against the roof of its burrow. It can skittle it can skittle a fully grown man as if a 120-liter barrel. Fucking Australians. God damn it.
Is that written by an Australian?
Yes.
Oh.
It can skittle a fully... I can't even do the accent when I'm reading that shit. So it can basically knock over a dude. In zoos around Australia, it is understood that wombats attract the second highest danger rating. One rung down from lions and bears. What the fuck?
What? This got to be bullshit. Let me see a picture of this thing.
Hold on. It looks like a fucking cuddly little bear, dude. So it comes as no surprise to the author and wombat expert James Woodford that 60-year-old bushfire survivor Bruce Kringle wound up in a hospital after a sustained mauling from a wombat
Get the fuck out of
he
here.
encountered during an early morning call of nature. So he's taking a piss, and this fucking wombat just beats the shit out of him, dude. Oh. All right, here's about their shit, their feces, all right? Their poop is a cube. They can poop as many as 100 times a night.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Holy hundreds of shits.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. This sounds like a fake article.
The square shape is actually important because they use their droppings to mark their territory, and the cube shape keeps it from rolling away.
Oh, my God.
Their rectums are circular. That's important
How
to know.
does it make cube-shaped
So it would stand
shit?
reason that their poo would be squeezed into cylinder-like shape. But no, because this is Australia, and Australia doesn't care about logic or reason. In wombats, the feces change from a liquid state into a solid state in the last 25% of the intestines. But then in the final 8%, a very elasticity of the walls meant the poop would take shape as separated cubes. The scientists explained resulted in 2-centimeter cube-shaped poops unique to wombats. Oh, God, this is ridiculous. The marsupial then stacks the cubes. The higher, the better.
This has got to be bullshit. I don't believe it,
to communicate with and attract other wombats. They're just fucking towers of shit.
Let me see. You got pictures of it?
Hold on.
That doesn't make sense. This can't be a real fucking
I
thing.
accidentally hit a clickbait. Fuck.
Now you have viruses.
Let's see. Let's see. Wombat poop cube stacks. Dude, wombats are fucking ugly. Look at his face.
Oh, dude. They are ugly. I've never actually looked at what a wombat is. Looks like some fucking alien
Yeah,
weirdo.
dude. Doesn't have any. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, they are. I mean, they're kind of stacking it a little. What is? Somebody's playing with the wombat shit in their hands. There's a video of it. I'm not
I
gonna
don't wanna
watch
see
it.
that,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
Just, it's weird that I'm googling some wombat shit, but just cubes.
How does it do it?
Just pinches off every time, and then it grabs it and stacks it somewhere. I'm gonna stack it on this rock.
Wombat, the dung beetle of the wombat marsupial world. It's fucking weird.
Oh, here we go.
How- no,
They're
I
building
don't-
pyramids, dude.
I don't believe
They're
it.
built-
It's gotta be
Wombats built the pyramids, and they're all made of shit.
facts. Well, that's interesting. I feel like that could be a whole episode.
What the fuck?
So when are we doing this mayonnaise episode?
Oh man, mayonnaise, man. Oh, mayonnaise.
I don't know if I really want to have a mayonnaise experiment.
So if we end up making the mayonnaise, do we need to then test it right after we make it?
yeah,
Spoonful?
Yeah.
Just fucking do it? Oh, man, we got to have David there. He's got to taste it.
well, he's part of that. He's
yeah. We'll have to wear aprons.
yeah,
Get Violent Professional Podcast aprons. And
yeah.
today on this
I
episode
don't-
of Violent Professional Podcast.
Maybe we do like a patron only thing.
Yeah, record a
Like a
video.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's
That'd be
probably,
weird as an episode. We're not going to do that.
I mean, anything we do is gonna be fun, but it's a little bit weird. So I want to do that special content for patrons. So then
we
maybe-
should also. I'm gonna buy a little trebuchet, and we must trebuchet some eggs.
Did you see how I reacted? I was like, "Ooh, I'm visualizing
Trebuchet?
the tiny trebuchet."
Wow, it's
Yeah.
right there on the table.
Can you see it? It's magical.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
What do
I'm
you
gonna do it.
go on with that? What are you're gonna buy a little trebuchet?
I'm gonna buy a trebuchet,
Yeah.
and we're gonna launch some eggs.
I don't know how that will work out.
I don't know either, but we're gonna find. We're gonna
We
find
will
out.
find out. We will find out.
We're gonna try it. It's gonna fail really miserably, and I'll be like, "Well, this was a fucking waste of time and money."
Have you researched where you could buy a tiny trebuchet?
A tiny trebuchet,
Yeah.
Amazon,
Okay,
Amazon.com.
Yes, anything.
They have them.
All right. Well, I look forward to that.
I may or may not have one saved in my cart right now. So.
Well, I may have one right here.
We may have to purchase some very tiny eggs to make it work effectively.
Like sparrow eggs.
We could just go steal some sparrow eggs or some robin's eggs.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to the Violent Professional Podcast, episode 42.
42.3.
It's weird. I never remember what episode. So 42, I believe this is. If it's not, you just look at the title and whatever's on your on whatever's playing, that's what it is. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you guys.
And our sponsors.
Yeah, sponsors too. You know, they're good. Most of them are me.
Some have hidden things like Core Concepts.
Please go check out coreconceptsus.com. That's spelled KOREKONCEPTSUS US.com.
Core Conceptus.
They are core_concepts_US on, or no, _official. Core Concepts Official. Just look that up on Instagram. They're there. They're there.
They are there.
They are there. Yeah, so go check them out. They're a sponsor of the podcast. They believe in us, so we believe in them.
I like it.
Yeah.
That was inspirational.
Yeah. Nothing about this podcast is ever inspirational. And also, you could go check out ariesclothing.com because that's how I buy beer. Got a whole fucking fridge of that shit now. Thank you guys for buying t-shirts.
Thanks for buying my beer.
Yeah, thanks for that. And I don't know if you know this, but they got those mini cans. It's fucking dangerous.
You're like, oh, I'll just buy the smaller ones. That way I limit myself better.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
I'm only going to drink 3 cans.
Dude,
I'm still thirsty.
I purchased a 30-pack the other day for the beer fridge right over here. And I was like, yeah, I'll have people fucking come and we'll record because I want to get some like people on, like the dudes from HRF. Like I want to do that kind of stuff. Like I want to have people talking about
their product.
Well, not products because I don't give a fuck about anybody's shit. I care about that. But like just there's comics and shit that I'm meeting that like it'd be good to have on and like just talk about whatever, do different things like interviews or whatever, just changing things up and whatever. And I was like, I'll have beer, I'll have energy drinks, I'll have all this stuff. And it turns out I don't really drink the energy drinks or the water.
They just stay in there and your beers
like,
to disappear.
As I'm working, I'll have a beer and then fucking like I just fucking shit
I'll have another.
Oh no!
I'll have one more. Oh, you got me. I'll have one more.
Yeah. So the idea was to have stuff for people, not just me. And that's not how it. I'm almost halfway done with it. evilvibescode.com. Go check that out. There's some stuff on there. And strikeforceenergy.com. When you go, I can't.
$35.
$35 gets you 35 things. Go to strikeforceenergy.com. You use code evilvibes for 20% off plus free shipping over $35 spent on their store. First time I think I've maybe sort of gotten that right. Yeah.
Valiant effort.
So thanks for being on the podcast, Mark, yet again. Thanks for you guys listening, and thanks for patrons.
Hell yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye! Stop recording now. Let me do a little outro for the fucking people. Outro.
When you got up to take a piss, it was so quiet in here. You could hear it through the microphone. I was like, I don't know if you can hear this. I hope it's recording his piss right now.
I'm going to cut that out.
You should see if it picks it up.